That's a nice looking hashtag, though.
Well, that's annoying.
It is.
I got ads.
You got ads. Yeah, that sounds about right. What nobody can tell is that I am naked from the chin downwards.
Oh, that's annoying. I've just realised that token isn't got the full white background. That's causing me intense distress. I need to adjust that. Sorry, don't upload that.
It's too late. It's forever.
Well, okay, I won't upload
It's forever.
I need to edit it for my own sanity.
There's Foundry. We're up. For anybody that didn't guess, we've now got a special guest star in the chat, who has apparently rolled a load of dice already. Does anybody remember what happened last time?
We got drunk.
You did get drunk. I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, everybody's pretty much exhausted, and I can't remember the reason why. And I was like, oh yes, they did it to themselves. They literally.
Day drinking.
Yeah, they got free drinks, and they were like, yeah, let's carry on. This stuff is like the heaviest stuff you could ever drink. We'll just keep drinking it. Oh yeah, now you're all collapsed on the floor, drunk. Apart from Ophelia, who then decided to drink the next day and then get drunk. So I think Sean was the only one that didn't actually get any exhaustion from it, because she's teetotal. You did. So the next day you were like, oh, I'm fine, I'll take another drink, and then it hit you.
Because
there was one other person that was okay.
Was it Trovus? Because Trovus can hold his drink.
No, it was a member of the party. There's one other person that was not exhausted.
I think I'm not anymore. Oh wait, no. We all woke up exhausted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never
I
mind.
am.
We're all exhausted apart from Ophelia and Sean.
Including me.
Yeah, that's what
Even me.
Especially
Yeah,
Meep.
that's right.
Especially me.
Meep was the first one to go down.
Along with Grimleg.
What token board did you have on hashtag? Oh, that one. What color is that? Do you want me to make one for Meep, or do you want to do it?
Oh yeah, you can make one for me and decide the order.
Wait, you mean new and improved tokens?
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. There he is.
Look at my evil bunny.
He's got himself a token and everything.
Oh.
I do kind of want to edit that image so it's got Batman's body to it, because it does look like he'd suit it. And I'm not talking about Hasek, I am actually talking about Meep.
A Batman's body.
Yeah, look at that rabbit. Ooh. He was supposed to appear in the intro, but apparently OBS doesn't like... I replaced the video. But yeah, you all got drunk. You got a hint from Aya's uncle that some random stuff was happening in quite a few of the other towns, but East Haven was the one that you'd heard the most about. So that's where you decided you would head over to, see what's going on. You saw a dude get burnt to death. And
Oh yeah.
Stole his hat.
Two of the members decided to try and save him by jumping on the fire. It failed miserably. Dude is definitely dead, but his hat got saved.
Ophelia was with the rest of the crowd cheering for his death. I don't know what he's done, but it's a public execution. These things are always fun.
This is the best part about living in this town, yeah.
Sean did try and cast healing word on him.
Yeah, he probably got he probably got a small patch of his skin back just before it got burnt to shreds as well.
Yeah, Sean decided he had to get
Prolonged
rid of it.
He's like,
Just prolong the torture a little bit.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm saved. Oh no!
I'm still burning.
I'm still burning.
But yeah, a mage hand grabbed his hat just before it started burning. Arya, yet again being the fire buster that she is, put it out, and then I think Ophelia grabbed it out of the air.
I don't think I did shit, because I was like, why are you guys all interfering with this?
Oh, right. I know Hassak's got the hat, and he was like, "See you guys, I'm going to the pub again."
Yeah, like, oh my god, you got a souvenir?
So Hassak headed over to the Wet Trout, whilst the rest of you headed over to the White Lady Inn, and found a halfling doing a seance.
Doing heresy.
Yes, doing full-on heresy. Because why?
Exterminatus.
What?
Exterminatus. Blow up the planet.
But yeah,
40K reference.
yeah. All of the audience are going to get that one.
You might.
The one person in there you might actually. But yeah, so he brought back the White Lady, much to Grimleg's chagrin. He was trying to stop him the whole time, but unfortunately, like a baby cat being carried by its mother, was stopped by Ophelia. She started feeding him Brussels sprouts and stuff, I believe.
She aeroplaned his food and made him eat vegetables.
I don't like vegetables. Goblins don't eat vegetables.
Who does? But yeah, the seance went ahead. The halfling told you that you could only ask 3 questions before she disappeared. You didn't really get very far with the questions. Didn't particularly get anything out of it. But Shah now knows that to find her father, she's going to have to look for some kind of sunbeam. So yeah, that's kind of where we ended it. You guys are probably going to have a rest in the White Lady. Hassak's out there on his own. Meep's with you though.
No, Meep's with the party. Yeah,
Meep's hanging out with the rest of the party. So I guess we flick over to the Wet Trout first. Hang on. Emily will shout at me if I don't do this. We'll get the tavern music back on.
Heavy bulker. See, he gets the 40K reference.
He does. That one guy in the chat gets the reference.
Are your bulgers?
There we go. It's all nice and jolly in the Wet Trout.
Oh god.
There's a lot of bored-looking sailors since they've not been able to sail for a while on the frozen ice. They're all just here drinking merrily. It seems the proprietor of this place is a dragonborn, and I don't know why I said it that way, of white dragon ancestry. And she's just constantly filling up people's tankards, and they're all having a gay old time. In the original sense of gay, I mean.
Or the new one, depending on your imagination.
You may want to turn the music down a wee
Is it
bit.
too loud for you?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You can turn it down yourself.
It's
Yeah, I'm
both
doing
for
a
me,
merry
you
jig
know.
over here, so it's way too loud.
Yeah, strangely enough, Hassak, you can see in this said inn, there is a half-orc apparently having a jig in the corner, all by her lonesome. But yeah, so did you have some things that you wanted to do in the Wet Trout?
First things first, goes up and gets a drink. Kind of climbs up onto one of the stools. Kind of waves his hand over for the bar keep, I think. Yeah. And
So the white dragonborn lady comes over and goes, "Oh, hey there! I couldn't see you at first. What can I get you, little sir?"
don't worry, I get that a lot. Could I get just one of your lighter beers or ales, if you don't mind. But if it's all the same, it doesn't matter. Just something to drink.
Oh, I can do light beer if you want. I can certainly do that. We usually do it for the halfling folk. I know you can't quite take the heavier stuff, and she
raises an eyebrow. Are you challenging me? I mean, I'm already nursing a hangover, so but. I'll take the stronger stuff then. You've convinced me.
Excellent. Well, it's only 2 silver pieces, but I'll get that for you, sir.
City prices.
And she pulls you out a very thick looking. It's like Guinness like colour, and sticks that in front of you, and goes, "Well, you look like you're here on some kind of business, wizardy business with that kind of hat. Did you have some innings with orcs or something? It looks a little burnt."
What gave it away is that all the char marks over my body.
Yeah, every part of you is just
Burnt.
quite burnt. So yes, you don't look in best shape, I must say, sir.
Well, you see, I really fancied that hat from the burning body out in the execution there, so I kind of dived in and took it.
Oh yes, I missed that. Unfortunately, got to run things here, but well, the crowd's come in now, so busiest hour. Can't complain
Actually,
too much.
you know, I'm not really. I have a question for you. I came here around 2 years ago. You know, ended up over in one of the other towns. I arrived here on a ship, and I ain't heard much about that ship after you know, it got stuck in the ice out there. So I was wondering if, you know, being a tavern situated next to an old lake, if maybe you'd heard anything about the Dark Duchess.
Oh, story's been going around. Don't know much because it's on other side of 10 towns. But yeah, I've heard some things. Apparently the whole crew got stranded out there and had to basically eat each other to survive. Not many of them got back, you see. But that's all I've heard. I mean, if you're wanting to travel out and see it in particular, maybe that half-orc ranger over there, who's apparently enjoying the bar music a bit, could help you.
Well, sure, why don't you give me one of those drinks and I'll walk over and introduce myself.
Okay, no problem. And she pulls out another one and hands it over to you. Are you sure you're okay with those 2 pints? I can see they're a bit large for your wee hands.
He just gives her a look and goes, "Will you fuck off?" And he just goes, walks over to the half-orc having a good old jig. So I guess he kind of wanders over and goes, "Yo, what's your name?"
Who's asking?
"Me. Down here."
Oh, hi there.
He just hands you this black liquid.
Thanks. Can I inside check this?
Excellent. Immediately. Yes, you certainly can insight check this.
Thanks.
I do like that character token. That's a very good little... she Granger. She thick. This is what Captain Marvel should look like.
I rolled a 6.
I'm a super trustworthy halfling.
Yeah, it seems weird, but this halfling definitely seems to. Well, he's definitely not afraid to say you're like almost 3 times the size of him in every single way.
Okay, well, I'd say, a drink's a drink. Cheers. I'm Garzula.
Oh, that's nice to meet you.
Who may you be?
The name's Hasek. You know, I come from more this, you know, Waterdeep area. But I've been living here a few years. I heard, you know, about it yourself, you know, about the place a little.
Well, yeah, I certainly know my whereabouts. If you need a guide, I'm the person to come to.
I was more looking for directions, but I'm sure the people I'm with could maybe use a guide if you know your place about.
Yeah, sure. Well, if you want to introduce me to them, I've not got much going on right now, so...
They're all in the other end. I don't think it's as jolly as this place, but I've got a rabbit you can pet.
Well, I'm more for hunting rabbits than, you know, petting them.
I mean, this one might change your mind.
Say it threateningly.
The best chat-up line at
Anyway, if you fancy some, you know, maybe a bit of work or whatever, like I said, come over to the inn, talk to my friends. pet a rabbit, have another drink. Feel free. But in the meantime, I was more looking for information. Do you know anything about the Dark Duchess? There was a ship that came here a few years ago, and I've heard nothing of the sailors that came out here. Now, the barkeep says they all ate each other. But, I mean, seems a little out there, don't you think?
Would that be a history roll for me? Would I know anything?
Yes, do it at advantage, because you are from the area, you travelled around this place.
How do I set that, by the way, if I want to set advantage?
Click it, it'll say normal or advantage or disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go.
16's not bad. Yeah, you've definitely heard of the Dark Duchess, and you've not actually heard of any survivors. You may have travelled out there at some point and seen the ship just stranded in the middle of a frozen ocean. It looks pretty bleak. You didn't go much further. There were quite a few skeletons around it.
Yeah, it's just a graveyard at this point. So, I think everyone died.
Kind of looks a wee bit taken aback and goes, well, not everyone. I'm still here, I suppose. So, well, thanks for the information, I guess.
What tavern are they in? The rest of your companions.
The other one, I can't remember the name. I'm a little hungover.
I'll look for the other one. The other one in.
Right, well, thanks for your help, and like I said, maybe see you later. Has like kind of downs his drink and then leaves the wet route.
Cool. Well, for Garzula, you definitely know what that other inn is, since there's only two in the whole place.
Okay.
The White Lady Inn. And you could awkwardly just follow Hassak, I suppose, to the other place.
I might just do that, yeah. Make sure that he's actually going to the inn.
Okay, it's kind of getting later on in the day. I suppose Hassak, you don't quite know your way around here because you've not actually travelled to this place before.
Hassak walks in the opposite direction and maybe takes about 10 minutes longer, and I imagine Garzula arrives there before Hassak does.
It is getting a little bit later, but it's very obvious that there is a group here because they all look very different from your normal inhabitants. You've got a great big blue guy who constantly is scribbling stuff down. A lady in very fine clothing with light blue skin who gives off an attitude that doesn't seem to match her persona and clothing, I guess. There's a silver dragonborn looking very glorious in great plate armor, and with them is a small little rabbit with a horn on its head who seems to be treating itself like just any other person. For some reason I thought it was Grimleg and Sean that were off on their own, and Grimleg, the goblin, is currently getting fed Brussels. But it was actually Ophelia that was feeding him. But anyway, you do see a goblin sat on the blue lady's lap getting fed Brussels sprouts like a baby.
He is very obviously being held there against his will as well.
Okay.
Hasn't it been long enough? I've had 7. 7?
7
You need
Brussels
to clear your plate.
I don't want to.
And then I suppose last but not least, because I confused myself, Sean, who's dressed as if it's summer weather. Seems very odd when it's freezing cold here all year round. But she does have like very kind of like tannish skin and gives off a slight glow, giving a kind of otherworldly sort of image from the normal human.
Okay. I think I'll insight check all of them before I walk over as well. Like, do they seem suspicious? Are they... because someone looks like they're being held against their will. If it's blatantly obvious, I'm wondering if I'm going to get held against my own too.
She is very obviously making him eat his vegetables.
Okay.
That out there, she's treating him like a naughty child.
It is a goblin, though, so it could be acceptable in this universe. Oh, 17.
Just try and feed me another. I won't.
So your first instincts, like glancing over the party, the female members in particular seem to be of an honest sort. The guys, not so much. You're not sure what to take of the rabbit in general. You've never seen a horned rabbit before, but it is quite large and fluffy. But might be nice to pet. So the big blue guy, he again, you've never seen his...
Guy?
What? Did someone say something?
In particular, and then silence, and then they might be nice to pet.
Oh,
Yeah.
did it freeze on me? Oh shit! I was talking about meep in general. You've never seen a horned rabbit before, but it looks like it's nice to pet.
Okay.
And then, so the big blue guy, he is of a race you've never seen before. Very tall, no nose, deep kind of blue skin. A strange-looking individual. So, yeah, don't know. That's a bit odd. And the goblin in general, you get a very shifty feeling from this goblin. Like he's being treated like a naughty child because that's how he generally is.
Okay, so do I come to the conclusion that they're basically like a dysfunctional family?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
It seems
Okay.
to.
I'm out. Well, okay. I'll head on over.
Arya's probably trying to convince Grimleg that Brussels sprouts are really good for him and that he should definitely eat them to grow up big and strong.
Yeah, totally.
No, I'm drawing a line. I won't have a single other one. Just try it. Just try it, you posh.
But they will keep your green. They are green, and they will maintain your green complexion.
I don't trust anybody.
Is a persuasion check coming in soon?
It could do, yes.
I'm just waiting to see if Nat will try and feed me one. If she does, I'm gonna do something.
Oh, you will keep your green.
Absolutely. She tries to aeroplane you again.
Okay, Grimleg poofs out of existence. Grimleg does a poof. Hang on. And he appears on the stairs, making a face at you.
I believe you're wasting your dinner.
I told you I wouldn't need another one.
You get back here and
No.
eat your dinner before I come over there.
Give me some real food.
Whilst Ophelia's looking at Grimleg, Meep reaches down and takes a Brussels sprout. Meep.
I forgot Ophelia's not as intimidating as Brasana.
Is that an intimidation? Should I roll something?
Yeah, spin that boy.
It's very ironic that Brisana is more intimidating than Ophelia.
Well, she is a psycho cultist.
Yeah, Brasana
is,
plus 7.
Should I roll wisdom save, or what do you think?
Sure.
Ah!
You were far. You've seen more intimidating amongst your goblin superiors. Maybe Ophelia's too posh for you to come off as intimidating.
He just goes,
I will find more moldy food that tastes normal. Thank you very much.
Meep takes another sprout.
he runs into the back of the bar and tries to find like a waste food barrel.
I'll follow you with my notes open and just be like, say, Grimleg, would you say your appetite for spoiled food was always like this, or might it be a side effect of your condition?
Oh yeah, all of us were like this. Only rotten food. Much tastier.
Have you tried normal food?
Yeah, it just feels bland.
Okay. As opposed to rotting.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't you know? Have you not met any other goblins?
Not so much, no.
I've generally killed any other goblin I've met.
Well, that's your first mistake. Because how would you know what we eat?
I mean, they normally attack me first. Just
This
say
is fair. You're just trying to get my guard down to fill me with more of those small lettuces.
So at this stage, Grimleg, you realise that there apparently is a half-orc stood a little while away, just staring at your group, kind of inspecting you all.
Guys, who's that person staring at us?
Hmm? Oh, I thought you knew her. Kind of looked similar.
I'm going to go say hi.
I kind of walk right
I
up
think it was
to
your
you.
big sister that ate her vegetables.
Before I have I managed to find the waste food basket, by the way?
There's quite a few plates around that have got leftover scraps on them that haven't been cleaned away yet.
Okay, I'm hoping to find like a pork chop or something. I'll just swipe it on the way past.
It's less a pork chop and more the leftovers of pork on a bone.
Yeah, so I just grab that, put that in my mouth and chew it, and I'm like, that's better. And then I walk up and
That was literally cooked like 20 minutes ago.
Well, it's the principle.
And Meep takes the rest of the sprouts, lifts the plate up, and shovels them into his mouth. And his cheeks are puffed out.
That's why Meep is taller than you.
Meep?
my eyes. I pretend not to hear that one. But I walk up to the half-orc and I put my hand out and go,
Greetings, Half-orc. You seem to have taken an interest in Grimleg's warband.
Well, your friend over there told me that if I was interested in giving directions, that I should come and speak to your group.
Well, only Grimleg gives the directions round here. Grimleg is the leader.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Ophelia is shaking her head.
Meep's also shaking his head.
Well, seeing as you make all the decisions around here, and I've not really got all that much to do you need a guide?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. I'm pleased with his enthusiasm.
Come and join us. Make sure you sit in between me and the blue lady. She's trying to sabotage me.
Oh, I see. Why? What is it she's doing?
I'm trying to make sure you grow.
She's doing mutinies.
Meanwhile, Meep's rubbing his paws together.
Professionals.
I thought he wouldn't grow anymore.
He doesn't know that.
I know things. Will I actually not grow? Damn it!
Not if you don't eat your vegetables.
I refuse. Some things are not worth it.
I wonder if all goblins stay that size because of their unsanitary diets.
unsanitary.
Unsanitary.
I say, swiping another pork chop off someone else's plate.
Meep just nods in agreement.
A lot of people don't know this, but it is actually Wizards of the Coast lore that goblins don't grow big because they don't eat their vegetables.
Well, I love vegetables. I'll eat them. I'm always happy to grow.
Well, good. I'm sure somebody paid for them. Actually, I forgot who.
At this stage,
Because Garzula now believes that she can also continue to grow, because she's not all that intelligent, either. So it could be easily misled.
this party didn't need more intelligence.
Never.
But yeah, at this stage, Ronaldo, the halfling that did the seance, returns, and he just kind of like looks you over, goes, "Well, it seems like you've got
Right
some
again.
more."
Oh,
Do I keep disappearing on
Stage.
Discord?
Yeah, you keep
Yeah,
cutting out.
Discord seems to be messing up today.
Doesn't like because
You Discord. It seems to still be picking me up on the stream and everything, so I don't know what it's doing. So yes, Ronaldo appears with another goblet of wine in his hand and sits back with you and goes, "Ah, yes, it looks like you've got another new friend. Are they going to help you with this fisherman's problem that we've got?"
Oh yeah, that's what we were doing.
Yeah, we have no idea where we're going, and I don't trust you.
Me?
You don't trust me? Well,
Yeah, you spoke with the dead. Committed an atrocity.
Lots of people can speak to the dead, my friend. It's not an atrocity at all.
He's very
I've done it before.
about dead people.
It's an atrocity.
I say, just like staring daggers at him.
Now you see,
Chewing my-
what is an
I do it every
atrocity,
time I go to the
and
bank.
he turns to Ophelia and goes that this fine creature here has to put up with the likes of you, Goblin.
Ophelia literally like turns around to make a gagging face.
Grimlock just like stands up on his little chair and leans on the table and goes,
I'll kill you.
I can kill him myself, it's fine.
I see. So that's off the table then. Anyway,
Absolutely.
if there's anything else I can do for you, I'm always around. The name's Ronaldo, the travelling bard, and he gives you like a very elegant bow and then quickly scuttles off because he obviously doesn't want to get murdered.
I'll wave away. I'll wave at him.
You wave at him at his back. He completely pies you because he's too busy just running off.
Fair enough.
I think at this stage is when Hassak stumbles through the door, looking
Covered
colder
in
than ever.
Covered in snow
Yeah,
and looking burnt.
it's
And he
sticking
kinda
to all of his
stumbles in.
burn marks.
He's still got the cup. He walks in. It sees obviously it's the group apart and he goes, and he kind of sits down next to Meep.
I have no clue what you said. Discord said no.
again. Yeah.
Oh, really weird. He goes, clearly you're good at clearly you're good at your job because you found this place before me, so, you know, not realizing he's walked in a maze.
You know, we monster races know a thing or two about getting around.
Grimleg, you can't just call people monsters, it's a little rude.
What would I have
Me.
said instead of monster race? Maybe like savage race? Savage people?
Is that any
just-
better?
No. You can't use the term savage people either, Grimleg. That's, rather...
It's our word.
Races of color, races of green.
Yeah.
I mean, no, even calling them greenskins is racist. Like,
That's what we are.
Why don't you just ask Garzula what she wants to be called?
I was
what?
actually about to ask what you were. With my notes open.
He's a little funny, just entertain him.
Well, I am.
she's an
Well-
goblin.
I'm a half-orc. Well, my name's Garzula. Yeah.
You got a completely blank stare from me. So, half. What?
Half-orc. Half space, or dash rather, orc.
It'd be good to have some culture in this party for a change.
I think there's a lot of
Um,
culture in this party. Like, it's like the four corners of the galaxy, not just this world.
Just not the type of culture that Grimleg's accustomed to.
So, what are these orcs? And how did you get half of one?
Well, trying to think. What would be best here? I'm half human, half orc.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it! I
So-
didn't tell Rochelle that humans are banned.
Oh,
No,
Well,
I'm joking.
You're
Okay.
half fan.
then I am half band. Hence why I'm a half orc.
I see.
Well, Or I could be the child of 2 half-orcs if humans are completely banned. Why not?
It just made me wonder though if
I
2
could be
half-orcs.
half-orc, half hobgoblin.
It's true. It is true. It's just like the real world that the orc part is the dominant gene, so it takes over. But I do wonder if 2 half-orcs got together, could they produce a pure human and a pure orc?
50-50 chance. It's a coin flip every time.
Yeah.
We're brothers. You gotta believe us.
Yeah, weirdly enough, it's the human one that's the absolute savage. But no, I was joking about the human thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
So half human, half orc.
Yes. That's how I am a half-orc.
All henge.
And are these orcs in any way similar to either hobgoblins or normal goblins? I suppose you seem similar.
They're bigger than me. Yeah. Don't really talk much. Quite aggressive.
They're dumber than goblins.
I whisper, obviously. And then I kind of look around like, what?
Yeah. I get my brains from my mother.
Oh, no.
Hey, you look smart.
Oh, thanks. I don't get told that very often.
Oh, there you go. Grimleg is also smart.
Thank you.
I sensed that.
Really? Because I don't.
I hope you don't mind if I continue to take notes on, whatever seems to be outstanding about your kind.
Orcs and goblins are like cheese and ham. They go together well. We're sneaky, they're strong.
Oh. Well, that's a surprisingly insightful thing you just said. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I've got to say, I'm also quite sneaky.
Oh.
Yeah, I love to be sneaky.
I think I'll get along with you, Garzula, very well. You can come with me and Meep when we go and infiltrate places. Meep's very brave and immortal.
Oh, wow.
Meep.
I don't know why.
How does it feel to be immortal,
Meep?
Meep.
Wow. That's who that pretends to understand, but doesn't.
What? You didn't understand what he said?
You mean you do?
Of course. You don't?
No, he
Can I
just
insight check him?
Wait. He's intelligent. Yeah, we should say.
Go for it.
Ah. Fuck.
I was almost on that 20.
Ooh. So, Grimleg, I suppose it's the Rocket Raccoon and Groot situation. You completely think that Meep is speaking some kind of language that you just don't understand, and obviously Hassak does. Vidvan, you know that despite him being an intelligent animal, Meep is an animal and doesn't really have that kind of communication unless some kind of spell is cast on him. But then he'd be able to talk, which he doesn't actually talk.
It's clearly a complex language. I'm just not able to understand it.
Yeah,
I'm sure give it time.
It's the way he says the meeps that conveys the words.
As I looks at Fedvan and goes,
I'll just nod.
I like to think that the image of Vidvan's token is the exact face he's pulling right now, just kind of like that.
that's the way I imagine his face all the time. Happy, sad, angry.
Yeah, that's probably just the way he looks.
Well, yeah. So we were just speaking to this new guide we've got, and she's gonna tell us where to find the boat thing to solve the mystery.
I mean, I didn't tell you yet about the boat, so I don't know how you know about the boat yet. But
So yeah, so they're two completely different things.
You're
So
looking for a boat.
Hassan quickly looks at. Meep looks at Grimleg and gives him the eyes and be like, "How do you know?"
That was the dream. That was the dream that Grimleg had last night. Never mind. It was about the White Lady. We were gonna destroy the White Lady and bring her abomination existence to an end.
So Grimleg, the situation that you know about is the fisherman, and that they've gone missing. And then obviously Hassak's had a completely different conversation that also involves a ship, just not one that's around here.
Well, yes, some fishermen have been missing. Personally, I think it's the undead that lives in the middle of the lake. We should destroy it.
Hassan now gives him a glare like. Did you tell him about what we were having a conversation about in the wet trap? He looks like Arzula.
Sorry, what was that?
Because did you tell him what we had a conversation about in the trout?
In the trout?
Yeah, in the wet trout.
Oh, I haven't yet, no.
Kind of looks at it. I think our goblin might be not letting on as much as he says.
What? I just want to kill the undead.
I was looking for a ship as well, and I went to the other pub over there, and I found Garzula, and she's willing to maybe take me out there if we get around the area. So I was just wondering how you knew about the same ship.
I didn't know about a ship. That was a dream. Sorry.
How weird.
I know the difference between dreams and reality now.
Well, if you're looking for a ship, I know where the shipwreck is, but I've got to tell you, it's pretty bleak around there.
We've seen worse. It's fine.
The ship in my dream is real?
If you saw lots of skeletal remains and death, then yes.
No, mine was just full of food.
Oh no, then yours sounds pleasant. Sounds nice.
Okay.
Anyway, if there's lots of remains, maybe there might be some, just something to pique our interest. See if there's anything left on board. Plus, I'm kind of curious to find out what actually happened. More just as a little side thing for myself.
Well, you're braver than me, but I'll certainly take you there. But I can't promise you'll be safe.
Is it safe to walk on the ice?
Zach and Meep shrug in unison.
Depends on how thick it is, I suppose.
Oh, it's
you
very
know the
thick.
way with the thickest spots?
I have an idea, but we'll have to see because it changes all the time.
Oh.
I'll stand far away from Arya and her full plate armor when we're in the on the ice.
Well, how about this? When we get there, you can have an even split of whatever we find.
Yeah, sure.
But you have to help us kill the White Lady. I've had enough of the undead round here.
What?
The White Lady.
Wait, what?
Why do we want her dead?
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Very dangerous. It's bad to leave these things roaming about.
Isn't she held by a contract?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention for that bit. I just heard undead and I stopped listening.
Well, I mean, that's normally how ghosts work, right?
I don't know.
Oh wait, whilst I was away, you had a conversation with a ghost.
Yeah, this guy came in and he was all like, I can speak to the dead. And I was like, bullshit. And then he actually did it. And I was like, you get out. It's a heresy.
There's a halfling on the other side of the inn, just kind of like side-eyeing you all.
I told him it was a heresy and he did it anyway. That was very scary.
What kind of questions did you ask the ghost then?
I do not remember.
It was Aya, you did it. You tell him what you told us, that what you told the guy to tell the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that Sean asked her a question about where her father was.
Oh yeah, that was one.
And then, oh gosh, what did I ask now? Was it 3 questions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got it in my head. It's that 5 thing with the sleep death.
No, it's not. It wasn't quite the same as that.
Did we ask her? Oh, honestly, what did we ask her? So I remember Sean asking her the question. Did we ask her?
We asked her.
We asked if there's any way to find to defeat Oral, and she sent us to directed us to this town beginning with, was it a G? Can't remember, something beginning with G, like a town. She sent us to this specific place. Find. What was the town called? Can you remember?
Does nobody have any notes? Oh, that's
I
a shame.
don't, because I forgot to take notes last session.
No, let me try and find see if I've put any notes down.
For the
Definitely
first
remember
time.
clearly. She said that you need to go to this place.
I'll give it to you because it's like at most an hour ago. The place she said to go to if you wanted to get to, I almost said the Raven Queen then, to Oral was Grimscal.
Grimscal. Okay. Yeah, she told us to go to Grimscal for clues on how to defeat Oral.
And I think it was not Ophelia. It was Arya that knew that Grimscal was like an ancient stronghold for giants a long, long time ago.
Yeah. So I kind of suggested that we kind of head that way at some point.
Oh, that was the one in the far north that we weren't ready for yet.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Not ready for that.
Yeah.
We need to kind of be prepared for that, but that's where we need to head ultimately.
But yeah, your other question was about how she died. She doesn't remember, or she didn't remember.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wasted question.
those are always fun.
And then the last one was that my subordinate here, her father lives in a sunbeam. Isn't that cool?
I mean, that could mean a lot of things. Sounds like a riddle.
Maybe.
Surely, is that not just something like where the sun rises in a valley and it's like creates this channel of light?
Yeah, but have you seen what she can do? She's very powerful.
I'm just saying, it might be an actual place.
Sounds like elf shit.
That's like I said last time. It's going to be that literal next man that you come across that gets hit with a sunbeam just turns out to be a father.
What if it's not man? What if it's like some strange monster and it gets hit with the sunbeam?
Well, then I guess she got her mother's looks.
A lot of assumptions there, kind of like.
Look, she's under my care. She's my support.
So it's getting late. Some of you are exhausted. You can
And burn.
Yeah, I'm burnt. You can rest up for the night in the White Lady because it is an inn. It's a very comfortable place as well. So it'll be about 4 silver for a room for the night, but you will get breakfast the next morning, so at least you'll have some food.
As I whispers under his breath, damn steady prices.
How many rooms do we need? Is there any way we can cheap out on this?
You stick a tall person with a small person and they can share a bed.
Yeah. Karzula, you want to be like savage people together?
You wanna be savage people?
Well,
What's people?
This is
Wild
how I
people.
imagine Pete chats people up in real life. This is how him and Nat got together.
Voodoo people. What you don't dare do, people.
What you don't dare do, people.
Godzilla is, well, somewhat slightly concerned, but goes okay. Okay. But it's starting to like think maybe this isn't the person she should be listening to. But more appease.
How did you do the red triangle there?
What?
I held Alt.
Oh shit! Everybody do it now.
Oh.
No, that's cool.
Wait, what did you do? Hold
Press
Alt?
Alt and then click.
Lies and deception.
No, I'm doing it right now. You hold Alt and then hold click.
The Alt-Ger doesn't work. But
No,
Alt
it's just
does.
Alt.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Doing the triangle click.
The
Sorry, I've derailed this.
I know. D&D session? No, this is the triangle session.
The triangles just don't like me, apparently.
draw
Okay.
a triangle too.
Oh, never mind. I just figured it out.
Sweet. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I guess all the small people are actually male, including me.
Oh,
Meep.
Wait, did someone just make the Illuminati appear?
I mean,
I don't know who did it.
Couldn't have been that
It may or may
Captain
not have
Dark
been me.
Duck, who's also hovering over here now.
How do we delete it?
Watch out for that map.
Delete. Oh shit.
But yeah, so it will be 4 silver pieces a room. If you can get a room with the second person, then obviously half it. I don't know why Hassak was so small when I first put his token down. He was like half the size of me.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. I like it. That size. He's
Okay.
tiny.
He's still smaller
That's a
than
short
me.
boy. Yeah. Meep's got poof. Fluffiness. Poofiness.
How much was your room? Sorry.
4 silver pieces.
And how many are in a gold piece?
10.
Mm-hmm.
10.
I want my own room.
Okay.
And I don't know any of you properly, so I will also have my own room.
What?
It's like Grimlegs at the counter trying to set up the room, and Garzula's like, "Single room for me, please," and then she wanders off.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
trust
just
you
like-
all yet.
Yeah, I guess Grimleg will pay for a room.
Anybody else? Anybody?
Hassak goes up and puts down force a gold piece for a room for him and Meep, and I expect 6 silver back.
That's when the barkeep only gives you 2 back, and then gives you 2 keys.
I'll pay for my own room.
He shrugs and gives Meep a key.
Grimleg's just staring like, wait.
Does Meep have opposable thumbs?
You know, he has to grab it in his teeth, and
Two
then you
hands.
see him like hop away.
He holds it in 2 hands, like he's like making a prayer, and then he hops off. And then Hassak pulls out his old wizard robe that Meep usually goes about in, and hands it to him. Hangs on his arm as Meep bounces off to his own room.
See, he knows exactly what he's doing.
I mean, of course he does.
Hey, Meep, you want to share? Hey, Meep.
I sort of run off.
Grimleg, you already bought your own room.
Oh, maybe I can get a refund.
I think Meep wants to give himself a bath.
No refunds.
I won't look.
I mean, your fault if you get bit.
I was going to say, is it like the scene from the beginning of The Witcher 3 where Geralt's in the bathtub and then he just pulls out that weird insect thing?
Oh, I forgot about it.
Then with Meep pulling Grimleg out of the bath.
Arya, Sean, are they going
to?
to have their own rooms as well?
Yeah.
I guess so.
There you go. So no sharing for this party. Even the rabbit gets its own room. But yeah, so you go to.
Meep can come in with me if he wants.
Meep's already away to go and run his own bath.
You walk past and you see Meep like jumping up, trying to stick the key in, but can't quite figure out which direction it's supposed to go.
Who was there?
I exist. Because I want to be useful.
You take the key for Meep and pop it in, and then you see as he goes into the room, pulls out the tub that's under the bed, and then puts a kettle over the fireplace, and just kind of like stares at you.
Meep. And then closes the door.
Yep.
Good night. What does that?
What is up with this?
What you don't realise is the Meep was you perv as he slams the door shut.
Okay. I won't help. I'm not aware that my help was not appreciated.
But yeah, so actually, one of you roll me a d20. Shall I make it the new person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it. I was slow.
Okay, cool.
I didn't click it.
Wait, no, oh, I didn't do it. What the fuck?
So you all get a nice rest. As far as you know, nothing happened over the night. Anybody that's got exhaustion, you can remove said exhaustion. I don't think anybody's got 2 exhaustion yet, have they?
No, only one.
Cool. Well, you wake up the next morning, feel a lot better. Your hangover's gone, and you get a nice breakfast. Lots of liquid the next day. Got to drink to get rid of that headache. But yeah, you meet up in the morning and prepare. Where would you first like to go the next morning?
Well, Grimleg is now leader again. It's okay, Arya. I'll take it from here. You did well with your leadership. I will give you high marks. Yes, I think that we should go to the middle of the lake and find this boat. And if we happen to come across an undead that is a scourge on the land, we should remove it. If there are no objections, we can leave soon.
Why exactly do we want to remove the undead?
Because it's an atrocity to exist. The Raven Queen says things must die. When things are undead, it is against the natural order.
I forgot
Raven Queen this, Raven Queen that.
What did you say?
Raven Queen this, Raven Queen that. Do you talk about anything else?
Look, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her, so no.
No.
Not right now. Not while there is an undead. Who knows, only over there. Well, I mean, we can at least go see what it's all about. Maybe there's some loot there, too.
Sounds acceptable.
So you're heading down to Lancashire itself.
Dinner share? Never.
Cool. And how will you go about trying to find any information? It's maybe a good way. The thing that a ranger's turned up in the group.
Yeah, she can guide us.
Yeah, but
I mean,
of course.
we just go and ask some of the locals what they know.
I would like some breakfast first, though. So you have to wait.
Okay, well, we can wait for that.
That's like a me for sitting at a table and she's come downstairs.
I sit as far away from Ophelia as possible.
That's fine. Ophelia's going to sit next to me.
Hasak just seems to be like scrawling in his spellbook, like adjusting stuff, and occasionally like gruffling Leap on the back of his head. And you see Meep looks especially glistening.
Ophelia's just kind of looking over at what you're doing every now and then and just asking you really stupid questions.
No, this line goes over here. Yes, that's a number. Nope, that one's a shape.
Not quite that stupid. But she's like, what does that one do? What's that? How do you do that? I don't understand. How do you do magic? You know, just along them kind of lines. She can do a little bit of magic, but she don't understand it.
That's a pretty deep question, isn't it?
You know, if you like, one time I can show you how I do magic, but it's more of a philosophical question about how do you do magic.
You get a blank stare.
Perhaps Meep could explain it better. Meep. Meep.
Oh, give me 10 minutes. And she'll ritual cast speak with animals.
And after 10 minutes, Meep takes you the entire basic philosophy of magic.
She's doing lots of nodding, but you're not sure if she's taking it all in.
And all everybody else hears, I guess, is Meep. 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 Meep.
And this is the rest of the episode.
It may alarm Garzula when Grimleg pulls out a big black rat from his pocket and pops it up on the table. Starts feeding it bacon. And like cooing into its ear.
Yes, get fat and big.
Oh
Well,
no.
that rat's bigger than it was, I swear.
I've got to listen to the rat's desperate cries for help again. I'm purposely going to ignore it.
Hopefully we came to an understanding by now.
Please, release me.
We made a deal. No.
Yeah, we won't go over that one again. But yeah, you have a nice breakfast, chat amongst yourselves, I guess. Interesting conversations about magic, how it works. Everybody figures out that you all do your own thing. Meep tells you, Ophelia, that most of magic comes from making deals with devils. And if you don't, then you'll most likely just get your soul stolen by somebody. But anyway, you finish up and you head out. And I guess go down towards Lac Denishire at that point. Does somebody want to lead the search? How are we searching?
Are we going to get her axe beaks for this, or are we just going to go and start trying to find information from the locals? Or are we just going to go straight there and use our eyes?
Do we need any info? What do we need to...
I think we're a go there and look with our eyes kind of party.
Yeah, I guess.
Is there anything interesting in this town, though, that we could have a look at?
Sorry?
Is there anything interesting in this town that we could kind of have a look at?
What, you want to have a look around the town first?
Not necessarily. I'm just wondering if there's anything. It's quite a big town. I don't know if we're missing out on anything or.
Do I know if there's anything interesting that is worth them looking at?
Apart from the taverns themselves, there's not a whole lot.
I'm happy to do a pub crawl.
The place used to be quite bustling with the ferry that's in East Haven, and it would bring a lot of people in. But since the lake's been frozen for the past 2 years, that's completely shut. Nothing's happening with it. Though because of its size, there's still like the popular tavern and inn that most people go to. Other than that, it's just regular shops and people.
All right.
There isn't. You possibly could find some magical items if you were to search around. You know that the odd time vendors come to a town this size to sell stuff, or druids or clerics selling their kind of services.
Well, I mean, we could go see if there's, any interesting tempos.
There's 2 meeps on the map.
Grimlag likes tempos.
We've noticed.
Well, if we're just going down to the lake, why don't we just go down, look with our eyes, see what we see, and then maybe we can make it back by the afternoon, and then, if we're lucky, we might have some extra coin to spend at the shops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
True. So you're gonna head
Right
down.
now, I mean, I'm feeling a little poor, and I need to spend some money copying some spells into the book.
Wait, didn't we have some stuff to sell?
I'm pretty sure we sold most of those. Oh no, Grimleg felt bad last week and decided to give them all back.
Yeah, that was my apprentice.
That was my. Well, I can't. That was my subordinate.
I was simply doing good work.
Well, it's just not the normal way to do things.
It's definitely the normal way to do things. If you do bad things happen to you.
Wait, is that how it works?
That's always been the way it works.
Yeah, it's called karma.
I have seen no evidence to back that claim.
No wonder Grimleg's life has been so silly. Although
Logically,
now,
I agree with Fidvan. There is no evidence to back that claim. Bad things happen to good people all the time.
That you know of.
That's just Sod's law, though.
Who?
well, yeah, Grimleg is too poor to really buy anything of use. Although I would like to get a hold of, costumes, perhaps a poison kit. That's about it. Disembodied voice in the sky who sometimes tells me things. Do I know how much a disguise kit and poisoner's kit are?
Not a
Or
clue.
Well, this
I would
explains a lot.
use.
But
I
the
will,
god of luck, weirdly enough, in this realm is called Sod.
Oh,
No, that was a
Let's
joke.
see.
Anyway, you probably do. They're probably
Canon
not
now.
that, they're not super expensive like disguise kits and
I
stuff.
wouldn't know anyway.
Actually, no. Grimleg's not a society person, is he? He
Oh, really?
he wouldn't know. You'd probably have to go ask a general store or something like that.
All right, well, maybe that I do want to speak to some people on the way.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the general store and see if I can buy Grimleg a disguise kit for
Ooh.
aiding in giving away all the goods.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say snacks at first. I was like, okay, that's good. Good gift.
No, but I am eating snacks. Mince pies. Mmm.
Oh, damn it. Now,
Oh, we have mince pies
I'm
too.
hungry. But that's my secret.
You say we as if I eat them.
Oh, true.
It's
Yeah.
got to have the cream with it, otherwise there's no point.
Oh. That seems excessive. I'll eat it any which way.
No, cream. Gotta have cream.
Brandy butter.
Oh,
Never
jeez.
tried them.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Brandy butter with
You've
anything.
never tried mince pies? What kind of Mexican voodoo is this?
Have you ever tried rosca / roscon reyes?
I have no clue what that Spanish word even meant.
Well, there you go.
I have.
It's good as shit. I'm sure you know.
It is tasty. It is tasty.
This is when
But-
you say it's actually like lizard testicles or something.
Mince pie is the shit.
I would not be very surprised if it's better than rosca de reyes, but it is absolutely not better than pan de
I
muerto.
still have no idea what you're saying. I could not
Here's the thing.
repeat the words you have just said any way whatsoever. It starts
Here's
with a
something
B, and
that's,
that's all I know.
And
Here's something
muerto
that might
sounds
throw
good.
you. Here's something that might throw you as well, Andres, is when I say mince pies are filled with mincemeat, what do you imagine?
Minced meat.
Right?
No.
Yeah, it's not what you
it's
think
not.
it is. It's completely misleading.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
weird. But I mean that's what it's called. But it's not meat. At
yeah.
all. Yeah.
It is minced.
It's,
though.
Yeah. It's like raisins, suet, I guess.
Yeah.
What else? Sugar.
Lots of sugar.
Yeah.
Rum, I guess. It's tasty.
I'm going to post different types of.
What kind of meat do you have in your strange island?
It's the same meat that we include in our cottage pies.
Oh no, that's the other kind of meat. That's actually meat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not minced meat. It's just called mince. It's like supposed to be minced fruits.
Someone just moved the word meat from one to the other, and no one noticed. It was too late.
But anyway, disguise kit, is that what you're after?
Yeah.
You can easily find that. There is like a store that'll sell that kind of stuff. It's probably less a general store though, and more kind of like a clothing shop that sells a set of stuff that can be generally used to disguise oneself.
Ooh. There's all sorts of get-ups in this place. All right, Grimleg's going in.
Weirdly enough, also comes with a mustache. Don't know why. A clothing shop has a mustache available, but it comes with like some sticky sap stuff that you can stick on your upper lip, and that keeps the fake mustache on.
Ah, look at all this.
Grimleg immediately puts on a mustache, and it's just like,
I'm a distinguished gentleman.
The way he is sitting.
he finds some stuff and then comes to the counter, with stuff over his arms, and he's just like,
Hello. I would like to purchase these.
Weirdly enough, the guy behind the counter also has a mustache.
Oh.
He looks down at you and goes, a goblin in my store. What?
I'm not a goblin.
Um,
I'm a halfling.
Your green complexion and large ears would say otherwise, young sir. Why are you trying to trick a proprietor of such a esteemed establishment?
As a person who owns this establishment, you know what kind of merchandise you sell. Maybe I am not a goblin and just am very well disguised.
Roll a deception check.
I nudge my associate for guidance. Just elbow to the chin.
I will cast guidance on you, as well as something else, which I prepped during our long rest.
Andy, remember consent. Remember consent.
Shit, how do I do this? Don't consume a spell slot. Just show. There we go.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh, I've never seen this used.
No, neither have I, ever.
I didn't know this was a spell.
So I would like to cast it on two things.
Weird.
One would be the stuff that Grimleg's trying to buy to make it look less valuable and slightly damaged. And then two would be the Chandelan.
Oh, the Chardelin, yeah?
That's the one. Yeah.
What's
to make that look extremely valuable.
Sean still has the black Chardelin, the stuff that makes.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Arya took it.
They're racist.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, because I was like, this is bad. Yeah. And Arya was like, I'll hold on to this then.
Okay.
Yeah, Arya did end up taking it, even though we're not sure if it could go all Gandalf on you, and even the goodest of people aren't immune to its evil. Okay, but anyway, you're trying to distort the value of it. Okay. So you cast it on the object itself. So even Grimleg looking at it is probably convinced that it's like shabby stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you roll? Oh, there it is.
I rolled deception to see if he will buy that I'm a well-disguised halfling.
Yeah, so he kind of looks at you and he goes, excellent, actually. Those ears are incredibly convincing, sir. I do apologize. I've got to be careful with my my goods. There are some people in this world that are on the good side, let's say. They like to...
it's quite understandable. Hey, look at this. I wiggle my ears.
Wow, they are incredibly good. What did you make them from?
Oh, you know, this and that.
I see.
Actual goblin ears.
Tradesman keeps his secrets. No, I completely understand, sir. It's absolutely fine. Oh, sorry. These items seem to be a bit less than my usual standard. I'll give them to you at a discounted rate.
Oh, you're too kind. Such a businessman knows when to bend his own rules.
Indeed. Well, if you need anything else that's on the down low, sir, I can tell you are a gentleman of similar mind. If you need anything at all, you come my way. I can supply many things, and he gives you a very unsubtle wink.
I return. I actually tap my nose, sort of the mum's the word thing, and I go,
I may be paying you a visit later on. Message received, good sir.
And actually, Charm won't get this, but he then proceeds to weirdly talk about the weather and how sunny it's been recently, which makes no sense whatsoever. But you get the meaning to be that he's saying he can procure some magic items if you have the right coin.
I will respond telling him about how the cloud was particularly interesting when it went from east to west across the plain. and go like, and what I'm saying essentially is we are indeed interested in magic items and poisons. And poisoners kits, I should say.
He returns your basic sentence with a nod, and looking around to see if there's anybody else in the shop, which is only you two at the time, he pulls out a box and sets it on the table.
Oh, this looks just like the real thing.
I say as I inspect it.
He nods and opens it up for you in a dramatic sense, like, you know, in all those gangster movies when they open up the case with all the money in. So, and when you look inside, you can see it's full of vials and all sorts of different concoctions. Each of the labels seems to say something strange. You know, like how Lady's Fingers isn't its true plant name, and I can't remember what it actually is. But you can tell that a lot of the labels and the names on the bottles are a sneaky way of saying this and that poison.
Cool. Okay, I'll make a note of what there is, seeing as I'm now proficient. I should know what they do, I guess. I can't buy anything yet, but I literally have like 19 gold or so. But
yeah, these will be expensive when you look at them. Like you can
and
tell
this is
they're
the poisons
expensive.
themselves.
Yes.
And the kit.
Yes, there is a kit in there, like the pestle and mortar, pestle and mortar, mixed two words together, and you know all the other different bits and bobs that you would use to actually make poisons themselves.
Okay,
of
and then I'll
varying degrees.
I'll indicate the kit and be like, "How much for that?"
Whatever a poisoner's kit is valued at.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I can find out. The disguise kit apparently is normally 25.
So you'll get it at 12 and 5 silver.
Oh, nice. That's amazing. That's a really good job, Sean.
It's a
Damn.
very good spell. See, no one's ever actually used it in any campaign I've ever been in.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I was just going to use it on stuff whenever Grimleg showed me, oh, look, I stole this. Distort value. You should give that back. It's pretty much useless.
Yeah.
The poisoner's kit is 50 gold.
Okay. Well, that's not
normally.
been cast on yet, so.
Well, for now, I will take the. I'll tell him. I will return with more funds forthwith.
Are you saying that out loud or?
I'm saying, I say to him, the 3 pines on the hill are soon to fall.
It is such a weird conversation.
Sean just like looking out at the hill and being like, "There's no pines on this hill."
And then he returns with the blackbirds will be happy with the early worms, and gives you a nod, as in he'll hold on to them until you come back.
Excellent. I give him a respectful nod, and I pay the 12.5 for the what I think is beat up costumes, but enough to do the job. And then I go.
Mustache.
Yeah, definitely a mustache. But yeah, and then I go.
Come on, subordinate. That was a very useful shop. It's a very good establishment.
I think I'll meet you outside. There's still some things I think I need to take care of here.
Oh, no problem.
You come back to the store and the guy's just dead.
I just feel the need to show gratitude to you before I go. Good job. You buy yourself something nice, okay? You deserve it.
Thank you.
He doesn't actually give you anything. He just says those words.
I will. Do I have anything I could give? Excuse me. Let me look.
Rotten fish.
Maybe I have something useful.
Here, a treat.
A treat. Okay.
I was saving this for dinner.
We have a Levistus pendant. I don't think you want that.
Unless it's her dad. Dun dun dun.
I mean, maybe worth a go. Oh, there's that golden dragon brandy. Where did we get that?
That was the stuff that gave you the massive hangover.
Oh, I definitely don't want to give you that.
I may as well be in safe hands.
Yeah. Oh, tell you what. I do have the fancy daggers. This might actually be a good shop to sell them. Tell you what, I turn back and inquire. Say, what would it be?
Did the halflings come by here?
And what I mean is, do you buy daggers?
I never quite understood that one. It's as if they're saying that all halflings. Anyway, it depends on what they are, on their quality, and if I can resell.
Well, have I got something for you?
I pull out my fancy daggers, and I say,
1/3 of the proceeds go to my associate here.
No, I don't need any money.
Oh.
But I will do it again.
ooh. These don't cost that much, so I mean, but if you wanna.
Hey, like even if it increases the price 10%, that's still extra silver.
Mm-hmm.
Double the value. So, because they were fancy daggers, you could sell them at full price as daggers. Which is what? Is it 1 gold piece?
Yeah, that's 1 gold piece for a dagger, I think.
So you get 2 gold pieces per dagger.
Nice. So 6 gold. I'll try and give 2 gold to Sean. Just like,
Come on. You essentially saved my life.
It's okay. Good deeds will come back to me in return.
Wow. Okay.
I pocket it, but I just give her like this look, like I'll remember this. Okay, I sell those. Thank you very much.
So did Sean have a request?
Yes, after Grimleg has left, I would like to see that box that Grimleg was interested in.
Sure, he's still kind of got it out on the table. So what, you just say, can I have a look in it?
Yeah, can I have a look in it?
He looks at you and then kind of glances out the door at where Grimleg's gone. and kind of gives a little shrug and turns it around and opens it up.
I'll grab the sides and have a look inside to see what's in there.
There's
As to start value on it and say, isn't there a few things missing from here that should be in there?
He has a look at it and he just goes, "Huh, strange. Yeah, there is a few items missing from that. Oh, I guess I'll have to sell this one off at half price now." Weirdly
I
enough.
would love to buy it for my friend. He's been doing very well on being a good person lately.
He just kind of like gives you an eye and he just goes, yes, I'm sure. Okay, you could have it at 25 gold. I'm happy to sell it off at half the price for the few missing items.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Excellent. And he takes the gold with glee and hands it over to you.
Fantastic. Well, you have a fantastic day.
You too, nice lady, though you may want to get a warmer cloak for out there.
Oh, I don't have enough money left for a warmer cloak, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
Guess she'll die.
Just guess you'll die, and he goes and just like counts his coin.
It's fine, I'll walk outside.
I kind of wonder what it is that she said in Thieves' Cant. You know? He's been doing so well at being a better person, as in he's just got out of jail.
Yeah, that's literally what it translates to in Thieves' Cant. But yeah, is anybody else doing anything whilst the shopping's going on?
Oh, I have got more than I could ever need.
Does Ophelia want to do any shopping? It's not as high end.
I don't really have a lot of money, so I'm not really sure. I'm just tagging along.
All of my money will be going to my spells.
Sorry, did you say something then as well?
I just said I'm going to sweep browse. Just basically window shop, maybe pop into you.
Okay. There's some nice, I guess, sword shops that you might be interested in. Armor shops.
Yeah, look at some of the armor stuff, but I don't think I'd buy anything. But
Yeah, it's expensive stuff. Like you've been eyeing up. I don't think you've actually got full plate yet, have you?
No.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think you've got chainmail.
Yeah, it is
that
chain.
would be the usual.
Yeah, you see some very nice full plate, but it's very expensive. It's nearing 2,000
full plates. Yeah, full plate's ridiculous.
One day.
Well, I don't paladins wear full plate generally.
It's probably the best thing for them, but
the famous ones probably do, yeah. I guess.
But
I think
they've been
if we're going to
adventuring
be,
for a while.
I think if we're going to be spending more time together, we should probably gather some like party funds and figure out how to justify splitting it.
Yeah.
And buying some, putting the items ahead for what we're going to do.
If Grimleg's back with the party, he'll just be like,
Well, the way that it used to be done amongst, Longfang's clan was he'd take half, and then the rest would go to his favorites.
Oh, that's not how we're doing it here.
Yeah, Grimleg wants to be a different kind of leader, so Grimleg doesn't need that much. We can split it evenly, I suppose.
Grimleg loves communism.
Grimleg.
this is good. I feel sick saying it. I got to.
Grimleg is an ally of the proletariat.
But Grimleg only says it because he knows he stiffed everyone else if they ever do get that guy back into power, the speaker who's like captured, then Grimleg stands to make a big windfall on that.
Still chained up in his own bed. Yeah, so now you actually head out. Nothing else on the plate.
Quick question before we do potentially go to Bray, if we're planning on doing that just now. How to search items?
How to search items?
How to item find?
Tom has to manually move them over. You don't have access to that
Oh.
journal thing yet. Or you manually input them.
Let me configure ownership, because I guess I didn't.
Should it be? Yeah, it should be amongst select backgrounds, classes, feats, races, spells, etc.
Yeah, so hang on, let me
there we
just
go.
do that.
Items, there we go.
I've just
Nice.
made it available for you. So you should just be able to drag what it is you have onto it. There isn't.
That buy a laser
thing.
rifle.
Yeah,
Yo.
weirdly enough, laser rifles are available.
I don't see disguise kit. Is this only?
The project for buying an airship is back.
Oh,
Was there an airship on there as well? Where's the... Weirdly enough, yeah, this looks like it might just... Oh, there's woodcarver's tools on here.
yeah. I'm so confused.
This will just be. I don't think this is the player's handbook items. I think this is just the items from
the
Rime
Icewind
of the Frostmaiden. Yeah.
Oh,
please ignore some of them on
Oh,
there. then.
minute. Makes much more sense.
crampons. Oh, what's that?
Crampons?
Crampon.
Yeah, they're the stuff you stick on your feet to climb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Right, I'll try and sort that out whilst we break, I guess.
Woohoo.
But you've done your little small shop. We've not done a full shopping episode yet, but you've done a little small shop and start heading out onto the ice, I guess, out into Lake Dinnershare itself, or Lac Dinnershare. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but either way, that's where you go. With your new Garzula friend leading the way. The Half-orc seems pretty sure on the ice going forwards. But yeah, we'll take a quick break so those dirty smokers can have their...
Dirty smokes.
Hey, man. Can't say that about my dog. He just needs to pee.
Damn dirty dog.
But anyway,
Dirty
yeah,
dog.
10 minutes max. We'll be back.
Sounds good.
Okay. Mince your pies and we'll be back soon. Oh,
Hell
that's a term, right? Mincing your pie.
Mince your pie.
Yeah.
Make like
Yeah,
a mince and pie.
It's this. It goes with the dropping the kids off at the pool one.
You just said you were going to assassinate someone in Thieves Camp.
So could you mince that guy's pie for me?
Oh god. Grimlock will be over here.
There's
You
no dragons involved. Be quiet.
Oh,
No dragonborns.
Oh, for some reason I have control over.
Garzula.
Yeah.
That's really random.
Ira, I love your new token.
thank you. I loved her as well. I wanted
did
to get
that?
I wanted to get like a really good balance of like obviously feminine because a lot of dragonborns you can't really tell, can you, whether they're male or female? And I wanted it to be like, obviously feminine, and I thought that she was kind of perfect. She's a bit different because she's got like hair, and she's got like kind of a feminine figure, and she's not too spiky like some dragonborns are. Like she's not got those bearded spikes.
I just
So I just thought she would be quite cool.
she only has
But she
3
just
fingers.
imagine her with blue eyes, blue horns, and silver skin as opposed to white.
I'll have to make a note of that later.
Please
if that-
please make sure she's got 4 fingers. I don't like the 3 fingers.
Kind of weird.
Is this AI generated?
I
The other
think it-
hand looks kind of weird.
I think it is. It looks a little too. It's like
Too
that,
many claws going on the other hand.
it's uncanny
Yeah.
valley, isn't it? Along with the tail and the back, it seems like yeah.
It's a cool design.
Not
I just
square
noticed now the hand.
You see, hands are so difficult to draw. Even robots can't do it.
Right. So
So you have
blue,
wandered
white.
out.
Are the double nostrils canon? Or does she just have both of them on the left side?
I didn't even notice that. To be honest.
I suppose you do see some designs of dragons having like that kind of like jewel or
So
even
they can get more air intake for their breath weapon.
yeah, that kind of stuff. I have seen it designed before. That again
Yeah.
might be a weird AI quirk, but
No, I think it's based on a type of snake. I know that exists.
yeah, it's interesting. But anyway, you're wandering out onto the ice. I guess Garzula's leading the way,
Yes.
which always
Overly confidently.
yeah, just trudge, and then straight through the water. No,
Oh,
the ice is incredibly thick, and Garzula would know this. That most of the loch is completely frozen over and has been for such a long time that you can pretty much walk from one side to the other without much issue at all. There are a few patches that are thin, but not much. But yeah, it does start the good question and the age-old one of all D&D campaigns: marching order. Where is everybody?
I don't mind going near the front.
Are you
Yeah,
going
I want to
step
be
up next
away
to
from the people
Garzula?
in heavy armor.
What kind of armor is Garzula wearing?
Hers is leather armor, I think.
Okay,
So-
so yeah, she's much more rangery.
Um,
And Arya just kind of like march. So you've probably seen, well, you obviously did see a Dragonborn because there was a white one in the pub you were in originally. But yeah, the Dragonborn marches up next to you, and you kind of walk side by side. A very heroic-looking figure in her shiny armor, and a symbol of Lathander on her shield. I'll just say it out now, loud, because everybody knows who Lathander is in this world. It's basically like a sun with the beams coming out, kind of design on the shield itself. I guess Arya strikes the proper figure of a paladin. They're like the one class that always seems to look like what it's supposed to look like.
Grimleg doesn't mind walking up in the front with her. He's quite strong and nimble. He is not scared. Oh, you moved me here.
Meep
I'll
is going to
take
be.
oh no.
Meep will be next to Ophelia, and Hasek is going to be about 15 feet behind the people up front.
Yeah, I want to be around the center to back as well.
Yeah, a bit closer than that, I guess.
So we've got a grim leg sandwich between Sean and Ophelia. Why does it? Oh, weirdly enough, it doubled up Sean then for me.
Who you who's?
So we're kind of that shape. That looks horrendous, but it kind of works. But yeah, so Garzula, you're kind of like just leading the way. Arya's matching step with you.
Yep.
And you head out. And it doesn't take you long. You notice that out in the water, where there is a patch of the ice kind of like broken up, and there is some actual lake water available. There's a rowboat bobbing untethered in the water amid some small ice floes, not far from an 80-foot cliff that's right next to the shoreline. There are mouths of 4 caves that dot the snowy cliffside. One of these caves is at water level, and the others are elevated to 30 feet above the frozen lake. The wind tearing through these icy caves sounds like moaning. What you can see from your position is that there are 2 harpies flying over the coastline, kind of like near where this boat is shored up on the other side. And they seem to kind of be like almost like circling buzzards, kind of going around where these cave mouths are and near to where this rowboat actually is.
Somehow I thought the boat would be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
This is a different
Certainly.
boat, isn't
I
it?
can't see a boat. Is it just me?
Say again.
I can't, are we supposed to see a boat? Because I can only see
Theatre
the
of the mind.
Yeah.
It's a rowboat.
What?
It's not the Dark Duchess.
No.
How far out did you say the rowboat was in the water?
The rowboat itself is about 80 foot from the cliffs.
Right.
Can I see if I think someone's in trouble? Like, is there anything else I can perceive?
You could do a perception check.
Do the same.
Yeah, if you want to.
assist you?
Garzula puts her hand up to her brow and glances around, but sees
Squints.
nothing.
Grimleg will try as well.
You can still see the fishing rods next to, like, kind of sticking out of the boats themselves. What did we get? A 5 and a 40, and neither of you can spot anything either. Apparently, dragon eyes being no better than half-orc eyes.
Can I investigate instead?
If you get closer, sure. Grimleg, you're probably the one that notices the harpy is like circling over.
Yeah.
You'd
be
notice
careful,
this
they
kind
could
of
be bad
pattern.
news.
Yeah, you notice this kind of pattern that they would be circling over prey, possibly.
Hassan's
know,
gonna whisper down to Meep and go, "So, do you see anything? Your eyes are better than, well, most of us." And he's gonna try and Meep's gonna roll a perception check.
What do your meep eyes see?
Meep's eyes see, because he gets to roll at advantage because he's Meep sees all.
shit.
Hang on,
Meep sees all.
wait, we've got to do it. So yeah, he can see from even this distance, like it's almost 100 foot away. There appears to be some kind of like dents in the side of the cliff, of the ice itself, where it looks like some people have clambered up into one of these middle cave mouths.
Just kind of takes his little paw and goes, Meep.
Is he not like the what are they called? The pointers, where they stick their nose out, but instead he does his horn.
His horn.
Like he stands up on, like, one of his legs is like up, and he's just like pointing with his horn.
Definitely.
So Meep points it out to everybody else, and you all can kind of see that, yeah, there's like someone has used some kind of climbing tools to get up, or like we mentioned before, crampons sort of dinted their way up.
Yeah.
So
I think we're gonna have to climb up, guys.
Oh.
again,
I'm happy to
Quick, somebody take my climbing kit and do it.
should we deal with the buried ladies before?
You know, my great aunt was carried off and eaten by one of those. They're called high.
That's because she didn't eat her vegetables.
Hassan laughs involuntarily.
It's an old wives' tale.
And you sure no one made these? That looks like something I could make.
You know, someone maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about magic to know if they were made.
Well, anyway,
Some kind of knowledge check on harpies to see if we do have to fight them, see what we're up against.
Sure.
What would you like me to roll?
they're probably well within longbow range.
Do nature. I know they're not really natural, but
I'm not trained in nature, but I'll do a nature check.
you're a smart boy. Ooh. Harpies at one point were indeed created, but have now become kind of like a natural creature. Generally just scavengers, but they can lure people into bad situations to purposely make them into scavenging meat that they would then devour.
You know, just be careful. Those birds are cunning, and you don't want to get tangled up with them. So if they start trying to lure you into something, just beware, it's probably gonna eat you.
So again, this map's a little awkward where it's 10 foot per square. So keep that in mind.
Okay. We move 3 squares per turn.
Well, Grimneck can try and climb.
So you've got this one. Click, please. No. This
okay,
one.
I'm clicking.
It won't let me do it for some reason. This one, and what is it? It's not doing it. This one. They're all the mouths of the caves.
Okay.
So 3 of them are up the side of the cliff, and then this final one at the bottom is actually water level.
So this one here.
So yeah, that's straight in front of you.
And this one's water level, yeah.
So that's up the cliff. So it's the one at the bottom that's the water level one.
Okay.
This middle one is the one where the tracks seem to have gone.
Who was the best at athletics again? It was either Arya or Ophelia.
I think it turned out to be
I'm
Arya.
pretty good. I'm pretty good. I don't know about Ophelia, but mine's plus 6, I think.
I'm just curious, how did we all get over the lake?
Over the
We
what?
walked, right?
Was it frozen?
Yeah.
In my head, there was still water.
Oh, the one.
Wait,
the one
didn't we
where the
take the
rowboat.
rowboat?
Zula is Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come, my friends. Now you can walk on water too.
did we investigate any signs on the rowboat? By the way, I think should. Did we
I
do
think I
that?
said I'd investigated and tab. I don't think I rolled for it, but I was going to.
For what? Oh, for the boat itself.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, you can do the investigation check for that. So yeah,
Okay.
sorry, failed to explain it, but as it kind of gets closer to
That's also an
It's
investigation
terrible.
check.
Rolling terribly.
wait, that was Grimlegs.
Yeah.
Where was I?
Grimleck pays other
Well,
people.
looking at this rowboat, like,
Grimleck's very good at finding general things,
I
but
don't
terrible
think
at
you've-
finding specific things.
I don't think you've done one, are you?
Have I not rolled?
No.
Oh, I thought it rolled a 2, unless it wasn't me.
No, that was Grimlegs. But anyway, so
Investigation.
there was some ice floes where the boat was, and then as it gets closer to the shores, it freezes up again. So the one that's actually water level is frozen going into the cave itself.
why don't we go down the one that's at cave level, save us climbing, and then that way we can maybe see if
Yeah.
we wind back up this way.
Yeah, hopefully. Grimleck has bad memories of.
Additionally,
Where is it? Is it over here? Ah,
Did everyone's Discord also cut out, or was just
Yeah,
me?
I just heard additionally and then complete silence.
Oh,
hey, Hassan just says, then we don't have to fight those bird things from the sky.
Mhm.
And so
Hassak, you looking at them, you would think 4 grown men, the harpies probably wouldn't go for them, and like with your group especially, you're probably too intimidating for them if you're together. I mean, a halfling on their own, sure, but a big mean party like yours, probably they're not gonna
Maybe
mess with you.
maybe we can scare them away with a couple arrows.
I wouldn't even why don't we just not engage them?
Mhm.
They're less likely to fight us because of how many we are.
Fair enough.
We don't engage them, and then they don't have a reason to fight us either.
yeah, just stay together, I guess.
So you want to
Should
go
I
for the
have a-
bottom one?
Should I have a look
Yeah.
in?
So, Grimley, you can see from your investigation that the and I guess Arya as well.
Well,
and
mine was-
Fidvan. Oh no,
Mine
yours.
was
Sorry,
terrible.
no, yours is pants. Everybody else, so Hassak, Arya, and Fidvan, sorry, can tell that the fishermen got out of the boat and tracked up, and then using tools, which you could probably use their handholds and stuff as well, and easily make it up the cliffside. Went up to this one, and went in there. The rest of it's pretty clear.
I want to know why the fishermen decided to climb a cliff rather than fish for fish.
To get to the other side.
Oh.
Well,
To fish for chickens. Shall I stealth and have a little look, or do we all want to traipse in?
I'm quite intrigued.
I think we should all just go in one by one that way.
Yeah, didn't we just say not to split up?
Yeah, you don't want to get picked off by one of those. I'm sure it could probably carry you off there, Grimlick.
I know.
And me.
Like your grandmother.
Yeah.
It might even be able to carry off Arya.
Oh gosh, I'd like to see it try.
Well, okay, we'll stick together. I won't go by myself.
What if they're just trying to carry us somewhere nice and friendly?
God. And these parts, that's unlikely. There's not many
They could
nice and
just
friendly
want us-
places around here.
They might just want to, like, show us a scenic route somewhere.
Scenic route straight.
I would not
It's
risk
mainly
it.
just snow and blizzards anyway.
Don't get left behind.
Oh, a minute.
Oh, what's that?
So this
Where am I? I've fallen, so I've gone off the map.
Garzula is in the walls.
Oh shit.
So this is what you you just do that awkward dance thing
Flipping
where
into
you
each
don't
other.
know which way which one's going, so you just kind of like going but yeah, this used to be a waterfall, and it's just like one giant frozen wall now. It is 10 foot
There was
tall.
everybody.
We went to the south. There's a little
My
corridor.
token's being funny. I don't know if you can move it, Tom. It's saying error token when I'm trying to move it.
Error.
Error.
Oop,
That's
no.
it.
Garzula's getting stepped on again.
She's feeling downtrodden.
Oh yes, this is why the internet needs more Rochelle.
That's like Phil reaches down, puts his crampons on, grabs a couple of pittons and starts trying to climb the ice wall.
Please ignore what has happened in the middle, because apparently it decided to reveal the stuff that you flew past. But anyway, yes. So you've got a 10-foot wall of pure ice in front of you.
I'm going to try climb it.
Yeah, with crampons and
Anyone want a
pittons.
hand?
I'll climb onto your back whilst you're climbing it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can drop a rope down. That'd
say,
help me.
I could give you my rope and you could just drop it down and we could all climb up.
Yeah, sounds good.
So Arya's going to do it with the climbing kit that Grimleg had again.
Grimleg's a
Yeah.
You're talking, but you're muted.
Dismiss Meep and summon Meep back up the top. Phew.
Yeah, how do you want Meep to get up? Do you want me to carry Meep up or?
No, he's just
No.
teleporting him up
Oh, right, cool.
because he's a magic rabbit.
Meep just looks down at you all. Meep.
Has his hands on his hips, just like.
I want to hit it. Tom, I just want to say I do want to hit the whatever it's called staff during this campaign.
Maybe I'll include one. There are all the rules for it. You might find one at some point. Although I feel like that would break so many campaigns.
Yeah.
portal gun, basically. Isn't it?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
It's cool they've included the rule set for it, though. Anyway, so Arya, you can do an athletics check with advantage to climb the ice. Looking at it, this looks a lot thinner, like ice-wise, than the previous wall. But still, it shouldn't be too hard when you've got your kit.
Yay! It's a good one.
25, nice. Arya, with no issue whatsoever, even from her armor, just gets out the pitons and just hacks up this thing like she's born for climbing ice walls. And you get straight to the top and stand next to me. Also looking very victorious.
Am I still on her back?
Oh yes, you would be. Yeah, you said you were going to be on her back, so yeah.
Yeah. They're just like,
So you kind of like
at this point, the three of us leave. See you later, guys.
yeah.
I was wondering. Someone else go on while I check.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to pull the rope down then, yeah? Throw it down.
Hmm.
And I'm going to pull everybody up.
Oh, okay.
what's
I
that?
think I can jump up there.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Actually,
With it being 10 foot, you could do. Oh,
Hassan looks at Fedvan like, I don't think I could.
you roll your psionic
I think
die and
I could.
extend the distance of the jump up to a number of feet equal to the dice number rolled plus twice your intelligence modifier. Well, shit, if it's twice your intelligence modifier as well, you're like
yeah, that's already 10 actually.
you're just like Jedi jumping up there. Okay, so Arya lowers down the rope, and whoever wants to grab it first can. Fidvan apparently just goes, this is easy. Steps forwards, then just almost like Superman flies up into the air and just lands at the top.
Can I say?
It's over, Fidvan. I have the high ground.
He had
You
to do it.
underestimate my power.
Don't try it.
Is that proficiency?
Not just the goblins, but the half-orcs and orcs too. But yeah, everybody else can basically get pulled up by Arya. No one's a particular weight or anything that they're gonna drag her down.
Imagine Hassan just gets hoisted up.
Yeah, they put a little basket on the end so you can sit in it and get pulled up like a little water bucket.
Hassan cuts the basket off with a knife and goes, don't insult me.
There is one thing that you see as you go up. There appears to be a frozen person inside of the actual waterfall as you're going. They have a little backpack on and a pickaxe, but they're like frozen halfway up and kind of right inside of the.
This is probably a really silly question because I bet it absolutely doesn't. If science is anything to do with this campaign as well, but does my like breath melt? Obviously, it's not fire, but can my breath have any power to melt ice as well, or is it just freezing and cold?
Yours is just cold because you're a silver dragonborn. It's not like you have
it's not
control over ice.
Right. Okay.
So if you ice blasted something, it's just going to make it colder. I can't remember what your second ability is with that. I think it might be a sleep breath or something like that. But I think you get that at 5.
Do you think we
melt
could
now?
just hack him out? I've got a crowbar and a hammer.
I've got a long sword. I could maybe. Yeah.
So you want to hack him out, or how long would it take, roughly, to try and take the guy out?
Probably a long time, and it'll make quite a bit of noise as you're chipping away at ice.
Is he dead? Is he clearly dead?
I mean, if you saw someone fully frozen in ice, what would you think?
Yeah, but he could be quite. He might not be human, is what I'm trying to say.
No, he is a human, and he doesn't have
okay, so he's dead then.
a red and white shield with a star in the middle. So no, he's definitely dead.
Do I recognise anything to do with him, like with his markings or on the shield or anything?
The shield was a joke, but you can do. It was a Captain America joke. But you can do an investigation check to see if you recognise any details about the person themselves.
I mean, I can try using Firebolt.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
A wise and powerful voice in the sky.
So looking at the guy and like all his gear and stuff, just seems like a general explorer. You can tell that he's been there for quite some time. Definitely like just frozen solid dead. You don't really know how he got inside there and why he's just like preserved in this place, because the freezing didn't just come over as like one big wash. It took a little while for it to first set in when there was no daylight for all that time. So it does seem a little weird that he's just there, suspended.
Or as if like he was frozen in time.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if
like
something
it's just
frozen
happened in
there.
a second, whereas when the first ices came, when Auril had first cast the curse, it took a while for everything to fully freeze over. Like, that slow general creep when it's
winter
night.
setting in.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that Levistus fellow.
Huh.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
The trapped in the ice dude?
Yeah, the not tiefling, the devil.
Did they mention something about leaving a sacrifice or something in this part in these parts?
I'm wondering if something's come along and frozen him in this position. That doesn't just happen unless he's, somehow died whilst he's climbing up. But
maybe he was trying to do that meditation thing.
She's doing it. Yeah. Just getting.
I'll use my divine sense.
Oh. You can. I can't remember. What does divine sense pick up?
It basically detects
Fae, fiends, undead.
evil. Yeah, like evil. Detects evil.
And
But it
desecrated
is-
and consecrated places.
It is blocked by like a foot of stone.
I guess technically he's not blocked by stone because he's
think
right
it
there in
does.
front of you with ice. But yeah, does it get blocked by the rest of the cave? What does it say on it? Can you post it for me?
Meanwhile, there would be a big flare of fiend energy pop up standing right next to you, Ariel.
I'm just having a look. It says, are we talking about divine sense?
Meep.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
So
There's a
that's-
fiend standing right next to you, 5 feet next to you. As you
It's a
look,
secret.
It's
I
like
mean, that might be real, yeah.
like evil.
make eye contact with you.
No.
He's
I mean, I
legit-
don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if it's more. It's probably like it'll be really useful for like a dungeon crawl. But I'm just sensing that something's trapped this guy in ice, like with potentially magic or something powerful. And I'm just wondering if maybe, although if you've said that he's been there a while, then we're likely not to be around still. I don't know if it's a waste.
So you don't get anything from the guy. You see that Meep is apparently just covered in fiend energy. And Sean probably gives off a divine.
Oh, have I actually used it then?
I thought you were using it.
Does my fucking stomach worm appear, actually?
Oh, that's a good question.
How many times can I use it? You can use this feature a number of times, equal to 1 plus your charisma. So how many times would I be able to use that then?
1 plus your charisma
What's
mod,
your
yeah.
charisma?
Right,
Yeah, per day.
I'm trying to figure out what my charisma is. So my charisma is 18.
So
5 times.
That's 4 or 5 times.
Oh, cool. Okay, in that case, I'll click on it to use it then.
And it lasts a little
The
while, doesn't it?
features, Divine sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to use it then. I've just
So
clicked on it.
celestials, fiends, or undead? No, the belly, Grimleg's worms do not pop up on the divine sense. But yeah, definitely Sean and I was going to say Hassak for a second then, but Meep do pop up as opposing forces. And then, just to fill out the whole tick list of Fae, Fiend, and Undead, there's an undead presence coming from over here in this room.
Oh, so I detect something undead over here.
Yeah, as the cave kind of leads off, there is something largish giving off undead
Oh,
energy.
okay. Well, I'll warn the others and say there's something undead and potentially nasty around here.
Grimleg pulls out his weapons and goes,
I looked down there before, but I didn't see anything. Be careful then.
Hasai pulls out his wand.
I'll get my weapon ready as well. A sword.
I re-stealth.
Just crouches back down.
Meep, you should go with Arya. He was Meep.
On meat.
So
I
you're
am not stealthy.
Oh, did I not put a wall on this bottom bit? I thought I
To
did.
move your guy Arya so Meep can follow you.
Cool.
Can you move your token now? Yeah, so it's up that cave. So Grimleg, as you go into there, it goes up some steps. So it's not really, it's not super high up. You just kind of like start steadily going up, and you're in kind of like this little secluded area. And there's a bunch of fissures in the ceiling of the roof, so it's not impenetrably dark, but it's still not great. You can see fresh blood paints the icy floor, indicating that one or more creatures were butchered here recently.
I'm stuck, I think, in the wall. There we go.
Oh. Your Jesus powers are running out. And then, more obvious than the blood are all the bones that are around. Some looking like fish spines. Some look humanoid in various pieces. And then there's bones of small animals, which you pretty much know because you've eaten so many small animals and birds. And then there's bits of scrap clothing and armor around, along with rusty weapons that seem to have been there a long time and are now completely worthless.
Oh.
I want to keep an eye on the entrance just in case whatever lair this is decides to come back.
Arya, where's that undead presence you were talking about?
I think if I remember right, Tom, it was within up here, wasn't it?
It is like literally in this room. So how long does that
Yeah, so
last?
Can I detect kind of the exact place, or does it just within 60
Oh,
feet?
so it only does it until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like one thing up and then...
Yeah, so you knew it was in this room in particular because you could kind
so
of like
I'll just
see
say
up
it's
there.
in here.
Looking around, you can see, and this is like a notable thing, there's like a kind of a lump of ice in the center of the room. And there seems to be an incredibly large skeleton frozen in it, like literally giant sized.
In this room?
Yeah.
This is right here in the center?
Garzula's probably stood on the ice lump itself.
Wait, we're like, look beneath us.
Is it?
I guess you're just like, I think I found what you've been looking for.
Is it this thing?
Points down.
No, that's just a
I
part
can't
of the wall.
see anything there.
Oh, okay.
I was stood here. There's nothing visible. Can I see if I can see from where I was stood? If I was stood on the skull, I was stood on it.
You're just trying to check it out.
Yeah.
Do an investigation check.
No.
You're not too sure. It just looks like a giant skeleton just frozen down there.
Grimleg starts doing a prayer.
Let any undead be cast from this place. Their souls return to the rightful order.
Seems Ophelia got bored and looked around the corner. So when Ophelia steps out and goes kind of like into this next area, it starts going down again like these not quite carved steps, but almost like naturally formed steps going down. And you can kind of make out over there seems to be a large cauldron.
Cauldron?
Yep.
Will I investigate what could be in it?
Well, you might not want to go any closer right now, as I scramble through all the
I don't mean like
bits.
go in it. I just mean, can I just affect
What
anything?
the shit?
shit.
Oh, why is it not doing it? A load of the artwork seems to have just died apparently, so it won't let me show it properly. So I'm going to zoom, enhance. There you go. Very, very beautiful woman with her green slimy hair and dislocated jaw. Yeah, not the prettiest side. And
Also, I just noticed my token stayed back.
Yeah. So she is stood next to this cauldron and just kind of like putting stuff in it, stirring it. She's wearing a giant tattered fur. It's not even a cloak. It just looks like it's been pulled straight from an animal. She has sickly greyish purple flesh and bulging eyes that seldom blink, with stringy black hair interwoven with finger bones.
Yoo-hoo.
Do I know what it is?
Well,
Well, it's clearly undead, isn't it? But what kind of undead?
is it?
Well, yeah, because that's what I detected, isn't it?
Is it?
No, I think it was a skeleton you detected. The giant skeleton beneath the ice.
I thought undead was like an alive dead. Do you know what I mean? Like
It
a
is.
vampire or a red wizard.
Oh, Azek's underneath me.
That is what undead means, but that skeleton might be more alive than it seems.
Oh, right. Okay. So it
I mean,
could've
it's
been
not
skeleton.
alive.
Skeleton,
It's
it could've
just
been- yeah.
undead.
Okay, well, more undead, it seems.
It's such a weird concept. It's like, here's a 1 and a 0, and we're going to introduce a 0.5. But yeah, so this is what greets you, and there appears to be this glowing ball kind of next to her that's giving off quite a bit of light. I really want to share the image, but it's not letting me.
We should kill it.
And she just kind of like looks over at you as she's adding something that kind of looks like, I don't know, intestines into the cauldron.
I wave at her.
She just kind of like gives a fingered wave back.
Oh, okay.
Who are you and what are you doing?
I am Maud. What are you doing in my home? Seems rather rude that you just help yourselves in whilst I'm preparing dinner.
The door was open.
I don't have any doors.
I know, that's why it was open.
You're a strange one.
Speak for yourself.
Well, that's actually quite rude. You come in here and then you insult me this way.
You called me strange first.
Well, you're about 2 foot tall. That's very strange.
And you're about... How tall is she?
I'm probably about 5 foot something.
And you're about 5 foot something.
Yeah, that's strange.
That's not strange.
What you cooking?
Oh, just some nice and warm cauldron broth.
Those look like intestines. I recognize those from when my great aunt got carried off by the harpy and then splattered.
Would I somehow be... Oh, sorry.
You'd enjoy some intestines, wouldn't you, Goblin?
Would we somehow be able to tell if those are humanoid intestines?
Can I medicine check to see if I know?
Yes, medicine checks is exactly what I was going to go with.
Oh, come on, roll better.
Damn.
What did we get? We got
I got
14
14.
from Grimlock.
Trained, so.
We got 6 from Fidvan. No idea. It could be moose intestines for all you know. Grimlake, on the other hand, you definitely know, and you've seen those before. Not quite sure what humanoid, but like human, elf kind of size intestines. Yeah.
Hmm.
Can I roll a knowledge check to see what she is?
Those are...
a knowledge check. Now you're asking. Nature,
yeah,
maybe.
I'll just sort of accuse and go,
Those are Longshank's intestines, you know.
What do I know about these people?
This is most certainly a hag. Generally come in threes, and if they do come in threes, then you're fucked. But her in particular, she seems to be a sea hag, so you find these around, like it says on the tin, the sea. They can breathe underwater. They like to sink ships, take the seamen, and eat them. I said sea men. Sea men.
I know, that's what I was laughing at.
Yeah.
Sea
I laugh
hags
every
love
time I see
gobbling
men.
seamen.
oh.
Well, after all, that's how they get their semen.
I just feel dirty.
We've gone too far. Oh no. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, so you know they eat people.
So,
I don't know.
You're Hassan kind of whispers, hopefully out of earshot of her. She's a sea hag. Just be careful. And yeah, she likes to eat people.
That's probably at the same time that Grimleg's going, those are Longshank's intestines. Those are humanoid.
So the cauldron itself is pretty big. So it's 4 feet wide, and the mouth itself is 3.5 feet in diameter. It looks like it weighs a lot, and could probably hold up to 30 gallons of liquid. And embossed on its bulging sides are images of satyrs and nymphs in repose, holding ladles. The cauldron comes with a lid and has side handles. It sits on 5 little clawed feet that keep it from tipping. She seems to be adding all sorts of things in it, and it seems quite full, and stirring it. And she just goes, well, I've made this lovely broth, and there's plenty to go around. You can come try some if you want.
No.
I've always wondered what people would taste like, but I feel like this is the wrong way to experience it.
Maybe Grimleg will approach, but first tell us what this is.
Do you not know a will-o'-wisp when you see one? I thought a creature such as thee, and I can smell Feywild on you. You would have seen these things before.
Oh. You know, yeah, I have seen those before. It just seems weird seeing them here. Well,
Hassak would like to roll some kind of check on what a will-o'-wisp is. What would Hassak know?
That would be more Arcana check, so that's way up your...
Yes!
Ooh. Yes!
Rocks tonight.
Is this the right one?
Oh, God.
Oh, my.
It wasn't the right one, sorry. So... will-o'-wisps, you would know they're just kind of like, almost like, they're not pure energy. They themselves are the spirits of people that have passed away, generally from another will-o'-wisp leading them to their death. They kind of get ensnared and trapped in this weird little glow, I guess, is the best way to put it. Generally, pretty evil creatures, as they do lead lots of people to the death.
So, in that ball of light there is a will-o'-wisp. It's what remains of someone's, I guess, spirit when they pass on.
yes, you know, when Grimleg was with the elves, he learned that they are in fact undead. And as such, Grimleg will be confiscating it.
You wish to confiscate my will-o'-wisp? Well,
Yes.
no, we can't have that. I won't have
Yes,
that
you
as
can.
part of the agreement. No, you strange little creature. You can't come in here and make demands of one such as I.
Well, one such as I can.
Look, you're going to have some broth, you're going to enjoy it, and then you're going to leave. There are the only rules involved here, right?
The only rule is that dead things die! Ah!
Well,
Right,
what
well,
about
we're picking
that
a
dead
fight.
thing behind you?
Oh no!
As Sean turns around and
gonna
just
ask
hears
him.
this stomping coming from behind it. Go on.
No, it's all right. Carry on.
No, you asked your question.
I was just going to ask if he knows what happened to this frozen guy at the top.
Oh, that's my friend. He's coming now. Don't you worry. It won't hurt all that much. And yeah, I think it's a good place to end actually on a cliffhanger of.
And I'm just gonna say, I never agreed to this.
But yeah, from behind you, you just hear ice shatter and then this stomping. And as Sean turns around, this absolutely massive skeleton is just approaching you, axe in hand. And yeah.
I'd like to cast Get the Fuck Out of Here.
Unfortunately, Gary Gygax never got to finish that spell, GTFO. Could you just imagine? It's just like you click your fingers and completely disappear, going to some other completely different realm of reality within a second.
Isn't that just roll quick?
That's how Gimlet gets to work.
GTFO. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to go with. I like the aggressive response of, yeah, you're evil, so just give us your shit, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, Grimlag might have let her go, but this kind of swung it.
You just have to hope another two don't come out of the alcoves that we can't see into.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, I guess she's got plenty of undead friends apparently. So this big creaky boy comes from behind you. Yeah, we'll see how we do. At least you've got a decent amount of people now. I wonder how this is going to go. One question, Rochelle: are you using the new Ranger rules or the old Ranger rules?
I just used the Ranger rules I dragged and dropped.
Fair enough. I don't know which one that one is.
I hope it's a new Ranger.
Yeah,
no idea.
New Ranger is a
Unless,
lot
I mean,
better.
I guess the old Ranger, if you choose like Tundra for everything, would be pretty good.
I suppose, yeah.
I'm not gonna get a chance to show off my spells.
What did you just say, Pete?
He's getting huge.
I
hope my body can take.
What subclass are you taking? Because I can't see subclass on. Yeah.
That's not just a giant. That's
huge.
Oh no,
Is the undead skeleton over here?
No, wait a second.
Yeah.
This is like these squares are like 10 feet by 10 feet. So really, he's 30 foot across.
Yeah, he shouldn't be that
Holy
big.
shit.
It doesn't seem to resize him for some reason.
Oh my, he's a big boy.
I just dragged and dropped him, and yeah. So he shouldn't be that large, but still, he is big. But yeah, we'll see how you handle that next time. It's going to be an interesting one. I guess if we go by those rules as well, you're all actually 10 foot wide as well.
We hit the gym.
You're not any taller. You're just really wide.
Call me Ben Swallow.
So I'm 3 foot high, but like
10
6 foot wide.
Yeah. Pete, you've now put that image in my head of the I think it's the is it the second?
Is it the wide Putin?
Yeah, no, not the wide Putin one. The one of Kylo Ren where he's just wearing his trousers, but they made him wider.
That's the Ben Swallow meme.
Yeah, that's just in my head now.
I've realised that you're right. I haven't put the archetype, have I?
No.
For my ranger, because I was quickly creating it. It didn't actually ask me, so
I think it should have asked you, but we'll get that sorted for next time.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some good combats.
Yeah, we've got an interesting mix of everybody now.
For many sessions, Hassan gets to cast some spells.
It's certainly gonna be an interesting fight. I mean, one of your main tanky people is on the hag side, and then probably one of the squishiest is right next to the giant.
Yeah.
So Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. At least you
We may
can
have
fly.
maneuvered ourselves into a kind of disadvantageous formation.
And then it's just Grimleg on Wisp action as everybody else is having these epic fights.
Yeah, he's gonna prioritize the undead things.
Just trying to stab the mode of light.
Yeah.
The incorporeal light.
So I promised next time, because the internet demands it, I will have a low cut top with the camera angle down. We've got to do it because it's the internet rules. We want to get more views and become professional.
Show bobs
at this. Yeah, I'll show
That's
all
the
the
new meta.
I'll show all of my bobs. If Emily
New
can
camera angle.
if Emily can lend me some of hers, that would be nice.
My what? It honestly went really quiet, and then I just heard some of mine.
I was
He just
talking about.
goes, takes them off.
Yeah. I mean, that's how they work, right?
I was talking about our scheme to get more views by just me being a slutty streamer girl and having a camera pointed directly down on my low my low cut sleevage. I think I'm having an aneurysm, guys.
It's all over.
My low clot sleevage. Yes, Pete?
We have a subscriber.
We do. Mason's subscribed yet again after giving a load of people subscribes last time.
Oh, yeah.
He's a very, very nice boy.
Yeah, very nice boy.
But anyway, Pete's added a new person onto his drawing list. I suppose Garzula's got to go last now, just because she's joined last, which isn't fair. But...
I suppose.
That would make her the dullest.
Yeah,
though.
it would, which... no, that doesn't work, does it? So Fidvan's got to go last still.
Yeah.
Where does Garzula fall in the height order?
Let's have a look.
So Grimleg was
I've
first.
put 6 foot. I've put 6 foot.
Oh, okay.
behind.
So yeah,
Damn.
she might be one of the tallest actually. So
Yeah.
It's not yet written though.
it's
on the other
not
character
set in
sheet.
stone. So Grimleg was first, so he's smallest. Then it was Hassak. Then it was Meep. Next, Sean.
Well, apparently Ophelia.
Ophelia cheated. She pushed ahead in the line.
She pushed ahead. Look, I'm smaller and she's down on her knees.
She just slides in with her like sexy pose, just like, do me now. You know.
Amazing.
I think I'm technically 6 foot and above.
Oh, really?
According to what Dragonborns are, they're at least 6 foot. So
I mean, it's up to you.
Damn.
You could be unnaturally small for a Dragonborn.
no, I think I'll be tall.
think
I'm
I'm
like a
just
normal.
That's called a
I think I
kobold.
might be.
That's called a kobold.
Oh, we're gonna have to abandon hide order at this point. I think.
It's just all over the place. I mean, it was just for the memes anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it,
I'm gonna
guys.
die.
You're going
And
to
so's
die.
my friend.
Yeah, one of you shocked to death by a wisp, one of you crushed to death by a giant, somebody eaten in stew, maybe? Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll have to find out next time on the Duck and Raven. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.